Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're all well. So I just recently went to a bridge, which is amazing to think that I now have the ability to control some bridges. It's pretty cool. So this is a bridge down south of England, just quite close to London, a place called Reading. Really quite a wealthy area this place was, and a lot of people had a lot of nice boats. And so those people with nice boats need to get their boats around the canal. They need the bridge that my company did the hydraulics for. They need the bridge to go up and down, and it has to go at a certain speed. So the maintenance team, they were having electrical problems with one of their pumps. So with the pumps that my company make, there's like a standard pump that just runs at 100%, or it's on or it's off. And then you've got variable ones that have a 0 to 100%, and they have this like swash plate in them that moves 0 to 100% basically. And so that 0 to 100% is controlled via an electronic pressure controller. It's this, we call it an EPC. It's a small electronics board that controls how much that pump moves basically. And so I needed to go down there and adjust the settings on that EPC, which isn't too difficult to do. You basically just pull out your laptop, open up the software, connect your laptop to the EPC via a USB cable, and then just adjust some parameters. So if you know anything about electronics, it's basically a summing amplifier. So all you're doing is you can either adjust the offset either on the demand to the pump, you can adjust the offset on there, or you can adjust the feedback that you get from the pump on the offset on that end as well. And then you also, as well as the offset, you can also adjust the gain. So it's a summing amplifier in simple terms, and all I'm doing is just adjusting either the offset or the gain. So in this instance, I went down there, got them to lift the bridge. As soon as I got there, they went, that's going too fast. And so I just looked at the gain and said, okay, let me just increase the gain a bit. I figured it would be inverted basically, so increased the gain a little bit. They went, oh, that's a bit too slow now, brought it down a bit, and then they were like, yep, very happy with that. So it's quite a cool little layout, and I mean the whole job took me 4 hours to do, and you know, even that, it was just mostly just from testing. So you've got a very small road. It's an A road, which is quite an important road in the UK. Funnily enough, this road, at the bottom of the road, there's like a nuclear facility. But yeah, so the bridge is just it's a 1-lane bridge, but not 1 lane on either side, just 1 lane. And so there's traffic going both ways, but they have to give each other way basically. And so what I did was I adjusted the EPC on the gain, ran a bunch of tests until they're happy with it, and then they had some spare EPCs that they also wanted to make sure that they were plug and play. So I took their spares and had to put the same settings and replicate the same program on their spare EPCs and test those as well. And then they wanted a guide on how they could connect to the EPC themselves, because their PLC engineer had tried and wasn't able to. So I created a guide for him to be able to connect onto it as well, and then just sent the customer a copy of the settings, and that was it. That was my job done. So it's a very, very simple job, and I wouldn't say this is really a task of an electrical engineer. This is probably more of like a service engineer, technician kind of task. You know, as long as you know what to do, it's not hard to do. So this kind of task isn't really what I want to be doing, but it's good experience as well, isn't it? And it's always nice to see a bridge go up and down. So yeah, that was my trip to Reading to fix a bridge, which is, you know, it's quite cool to be able to say that I now fix bridges. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.